can't believe I'm talking about this. I feel lost and I feel broken. That's how I feel. I feel really broken. Y'all, it's hard being an Israelite. I can blow up at him. I've done that quite a few times in the past couple months. I've just like lost it. And so all of us have some kind of curse on us, and my curse happens to be madness. The Most High smite me with madness.
I think we should talk about it. Dive deep, let it go.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today is Friday, I think the 27th. Don't quote me on that. Let me look. Yes, the 27th. The last time I spoke to you guys, I think it was, I don't even know, maybe Saturday or Friday, I don't know, but I've been sick ever since. Yeah, I've been sick. I took that. So I'll tell you guys, I just turned on the camera because I just want to talk, because I have so many things on my mind right now, and just running through my mind, and I'll kind of talk about why that is. Let me go ahead and get some coffee in my system because I do want to try to work out today, hence why I'm dressed to work out. But so basically, I went in last Friday, for a cortisone shot in my knee. If you guys watch my vlogs, you know that I've been having some serious issues with my knee, and I fell quite some time ago. I can't even tell you when I fell. It's been so long that I've been dealing with it. But I fell basically, and I fell onto, like, my leg bent back, and I fell on my leg. So it jacked up my knee. And I've been trying to find a solution to fix it ever since. So I finally got a referral to an orthopedic doctor, and he recommended the cortisone shot, and my primary care physician had basically sent me over there to get a shot called the Synvisc shot. I'm sorry guys, I have like a little bit of tightness in my chest and shortness of breath. He recommended that I get the cortisone shot. He said the Synvisc shot, they can do it, but they have to get it approved by my insurance, which is a whole nother fiasco. And that could take several weeks. So, you know, I was at the point where I was just like in a lot of pain. I need to get some of this weight off my body. So I'm like, okay, let's just go with the cortisone shot for now. I don't know if they're gonna approve it, and even if they do, you know, I'll have that as like a backup if the cortisone shot doesn't work, or, you know, it wears off or whatever, and I need to get something else. Took the shot. Was so excited because I'm like, oh my god, I get to work out. Oh my god, I don't have to limp when I'm walking, you know, all that stuff. And took it Friday morning, and by, I don't know, 2-3 o'clock Friday afternoon, I was feeling pretty bad. So I had some tightness in my chest, shortness of breath. I had a really bad headache. And I was just like not feeling right. So I was just like, okay, well maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm coming down with something. I don't know what I was thinking. I just was like, fine, whatever. So I just went to sleep, and I got up the next day, and I had full-blown flu-like symptoms. Body aches, nausea, headache, you name it, I had it. Congestion. And I just was like, oh shit, like this is not normal. So of course I went to Google and typed it, and if anyone had a bad reaction to the cortisone shot, and I was able to find several like posts, blogs, and things like that where people have had weird reactions to the cortisone shot. So basically I suffered through the entire weekend. Sorry, I'm trying to taste my coffee, make sure it's good. You know, gotta be good. Okay, so yeah, suffered all weekend, got up on Monday, and I was still feeling really bad. So I contacted my doctor's office and spoke to the nurse there. First of all, she was a bitch. Let me just keep it 100. Like, I hate to call my sisters anything out of their name, but let me not say she was a bitch. I'm gonna say she was acting like a bitch. She was just like, we've never heard of anything like that. The symptoms that you're having is not normal for our cortisone injection. Like, yeah, I mean, whatever. Like, she was just, and I'm like, okay, I'd like to speak to the doctor if you can have the doctor call me, whatever. And she just seemed so offended that I dare, one, call and say I was having these symptoms, and two, that I wanted to speak to a doctor. Like, that's not my right. Like, I don't pay for my insurance every month. Like, I don't have the right to speak to the doctor about anything that is involved in my care. So the doctor calls me back maybe an hour and a half later, and he's like, yeah, you know, the symptoms that you're saying that you're having is not normal for a cortisone shot, yada yada yada. We think that you should probably go to the emergency room. Mind you, also my face is a little bit swollen as well. So ended up going to the ER, sat there for hours. They did a COVID test, they did everything came back normal. My blood work was normal. The only thing was my blood pressure was extremely high. So my blood pressure was 181 over like 89 or something like that. And when I say I never have issues with my blood pressure, like never, ever, 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 never, ever, 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 ever. I have never gone to the doctor and had high blood pressure. My blood pressure is always perfect, 120 over 80. Always, always, always. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. Like, that's like scary blood pressure. So that is a symptom of the shot, that your blood pressure or your blood sugar can elevate or whatever. But I'm like, okay, my blood pressure being that high, yes, it probably made me feel sick, or it was not helping the situation, but it wasn't making me have all these symptoms. So fast forward today, I'm still fucked up. I said all of that to say, fast forward to today, which is a full week later, I'm still jacked up. I do feel a little bit better. Like, every day I get up, I feel a little bit better. But what I notice is it comes in waves, and towards the afternoon is when I start to feel like shit. So this morning was the first morning that I got up and I felt like, okay, maybe I can work out. So I'm gonna try a light workout and see if I can do that. I do feel a little bit lightheaded right now. I feel off. I don't feel quite right. Let's just put it like that. I also turned on the camera because I don't know what I want to say or how I want to say it. Partly because you guys know that I have bipolar disorder. I also suffer with a generalized anxiety disorder, and I have not taken my medicine in 5 days. Part of it is because I just wasn't thinking about it because I felt so bad, which is my fault, because I know that in order for me to maintain the sanity that I have, I do need to take my medication. Can I go without medication? Of course I can. I did it for most of my life. I did it for prior to this time of me being on medication. I was unmedicated for 3 years. And yeah, I can do it. It's just pretty difficult, but I haven't taken my medication in 5 days, and trust me when I say I'm noticing the effects of it. But prior to that, my doctor had changed my medication, so I was like off the rails, and I still feel off the rails because now I'm not taking it, and I just feel out of control. I feel like my life is out of control. I don't know. I just feel I have so many emotions right now. I feel like I'm not being a good mom. I feel like I'm not being a good wife. I'm not taking care of my responsibilities. My brain it just feels like it's wanting me to do one thing, and then I know what the right thing is to do, and I haven't been praying. I haven't been in the book. I haven't been my normal self, and I know part of that is because like my medication has been changed. I haven't been taking my medication, so like my focus is just all over the place. Like, I don't know. Let's just say it's been a rough year. It's just been a rough year. I talked about this on my blog, shameless plug. If you haven't gone over there and checked it out, it's Mrs.LNoble.com, no dot, so just MRS, no dot in the middle, lnoble.com. It's in the description box below. But I talked about this in my online journal post number 4, because my mom's birthday just recently passed on the 2nd of August, and I'm 37, and my mom passed away when she was 37. So I feel like I can't believe I'm talking about this, my entire adulthood since she passed away when I was 18 is a culmination of this moment where I just was always afraid of this age, always afraid of not making it to this age, always afraid of leaving my children the way she did. And I've been sick a lot this year, and it makes me afraid. But then I also feel crazy for thinking that. I know that these emotions and things that I'm feeling are somewhat normal. I know they are, because if you have the feelings, no one should, like, no one can tell you how to feel. No one can tell you how to process death. No one can tell you how to do those things. You just need to do them in your own way, in your own time. I feel lost and I feel broken. That's how I feel. I feel really broken. And yesterday so my doctor changed he changed a lot of my medications, if not all of them. But yesterday, there's a particular medication that he changed me to that's actually helping, but it's a $400 medication. So my insurance doesn't want to cover the medication because it really is expensive. So they're requiring a pre-authorization to get it covered. And I've been trying for over 2 months now to get this medication, get a pre-authorization for this medication. And between my doctor's office and my insurance, there is just this back and forth where the insurance is saying they don't have the pre-authorization request. My doctor's office is saying that they sent it, but then it's like this tug of war with my doctor's office, my psychiatrist, not my primary care physician. And yesterday I called them. I spoke to them on Friday, last Friday. They basically said they're working on it. Call back later on that afternoon. They should have an answer for me. And I didn't call back, obviously, because I was not feeling well. But so I called yesterday, and they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. We don't have any pre-authorization for this month. We see one that was denied last month, but we don't have anything for this month. And I'm like, what? I just spoke to someone last week who said they saw it and to call back, but now you're saying you don't have it at all. And I just, like, it set me off. Like, I went off on the two ladies that were on the phone with me. Like, I just had it, and I just feel like I'm begging for I'm begging for someone to treat me. I'm begging for someone to give me something that I need. I'm begging, and it just is, it should not be that way. Like, I have insurance. I pay my premium every month. I don't understand why I have to go through this. And then my psychiatrist's office, I swear to God, like, it's been a bad experience ever since I started going there. The only reason I continue to go there is because I really do like my psychiatrist. He really does take the time out to help me and listen to me and listen to what's going on, and, you know, try to find the right medication. And he's not one of those people who rush you and go, you know what, well, we're gonna boom boom boom. I've had that experience a million times, and it's hard to find good doctors nowadays. It's hard to find good doctors who listen to you, take the time out to listen to you, and try to do everything that they can to help you. So when you find one, you know, you don't want to give that up. But I'm just like, it just, I don't know, it just made me, this is gonna sound really stupid, but it just made me evaluate a lot of things. And it's like, I've done so much work on myself. I've done so much work with my mental health, just so many things on myself. And I'm like, why? I wouldn't say this is an abusive relationship, but this is not a good relationship. The relationship that I have with my psychiatrist's office is not a good relationship. It's just not. Like, I will have an appointment today, and I will have to wait 2 to 3 days just to have them call in my medications. And if you contact them about it, they're so rude. They're like, as if I'm bothering them, as if I didn't just have a doctor's appointment. Why is it taking 2 to 3 days to get my medication sent to the pharmacy? And the only reason it's getting sent on the 2nd or 3rd day is because I am calling you guys and basically like, why don't you guys have your shit together? Like, I feel like I'm doing everybody's job for them, when in the mental health community, my battery's about to die. In the mental health community, that's not something that should be happening, because these are people with serious issues. I have to charge my battery, so I'll come back in a little bit and finish talking to you guys. My battery. I need another battery for this camera. Hey y'all, I'm back. I had to charge on camera, made some bread for making some rolls, and I went ahead and placed an Instacart order because I need to get some groceries today for dinner tonight and for Sabbath and breakfast and lunch for tomorrow, because I'm not prepared. Again, just feeling completely out of control. But another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about is, like, y'all, it's hard being an Israelite. And I know people might say, no, it's not being hard being an Israelite. I feel like things in my life are not the way they're supposed to be, going the way they're supposed to be. And a part of me knows that that's how life is. You have your ups, you have your downs, you know, you have hard times, you have great times. Life is not all daisies and roses. It is hard. But a lot of times what ends up happening for me is I always question whether or not I'm doing the right thing, if I'm being punished for something that I did or didn't do whenever things aren't going right. Like, for instance, I said that I wasn't, sorry, there's what's right there. I said that I wasn't praying, I wasn't in the book, you know, I wasn't like on my normal grind that I'm normally on. And a lot of times it plays in my mind as if because I'm not doing those things, I feel like I'm being punished by the Most High because I'm off track, basically. Comment down below and tell me if this is something that you can relate to, or maybe it's just me. But it's hard. I was just having this conversation with my daughter yesterday, and she was saying that, you know, she just doesn't want to do the wrong thing, and I'm trying to explain to her that you're always going to do the wrong thing, right? Sometimes you're doing the wrong thing and you don't know you're doing the wrong thing. Sometimes you know you're doing the wrong thing, you know you are doing the wrong thing. So you have to just try to live your life in the best way possible. Stay in the book, pray, do the things that are required of you to do by the Most High, but you're gonna make mistakes. So living in fear all the time that you're not doing the right thing, you can't live like that, because it will drive you literally insane. But I can relate to it, because oftentimes when I'm not feeling my best, I always think like, did I do something wrong? Am I not doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Is the Most High punishing me for something that I did in the past? Is he, am I being punished because I'm not living up to his standards? And it's just like, if I'm being completely honest, sometimes it could be a total mind fuck. But even though it is, that will never stop me, being that I'm in the truth, that will never stop me from living, doing the things that I believe the Most High has for me, wants me to be doing, being in the truth, and living my life the way the Most High says I need to live it in the book. Being a good woman, being a good wife, being a good mother, you know, those are things that I always strive to do, and it will never stop me from doing them. But sometimes, if I'm being honest, it is very, very overwhelming. It is very overwhelming because, you know, I've shared this with you guys a million times. Like, I was not the person that I am today. I was very much a wild, immodest woman that was I was not where I am today. Let's just say that. And, you know, I still sometimes backtrack. I still sometimes can, like, especially now when I'm not feeling well, I can give my husband a hard time. I can maybe yell at him or treat him unfairly. I can blow up at him. I've done that quite a few times in the past couple months. I've just like lost it. I know that's because I'm having struggles with my bipolar disorder. I know that. But I also, like I said, it's a struggle because I know the Most High has cursed all of us because we weren't doing what we were supposed to be doing. So all of us have some kind of curse on us. And my curse happens to be madness. The Most High smite me with madness. And that's what I attribute my bipolar disorder to. But I just feel like sometimes these are things that I know I should be doing, but at the same time, it's difficult for me to be doing them because my mental health can get out of control. sometimes like now, and I will have these outbursts and do the wrong thing, and then I'm like, oh my God, I am doing the wrong thing. Like, I'm not following God's laws. I'm not doing the things that he wants me to do. But then again, it's like I do have this curse that makes me kind of do the things that I don't want to do. So it's just kind of this like weird cycle, and it can just be stressful at times. But regardless to how stressful it can be, I will never, ever, ever go back to the way I was before. I will never not be in the truth, because knowing who I am has given me such confidence and has helped me do so much. And it's just, now that I know that I'm the Most High's daughter, I'm his child, it's important for me to live that. So I will never ever go back to the chaos of what my life was before. But I just wanted to say that because like I was saying, it can be a struggle. So comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna stop talking now, because I know this video, it's gonna be a long one. I can already tell you guys it's gonna be a long one. So sorry if you don't like long videos. Yay if you do. Thank you very much if you sat through this whole thing, for listening to me vent. I so appreciate it. If you guys ever need to vent, comment down below, reach out to me via email, reach out to me in an Instagram DM. I'm always here to listen. I appreciate you guys so much. But let me go and stop talking your ears off. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
We should cut to the chase right about now. I think we should talk.